Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here today to do a Patreon request from this patrono right here, AngelMaker, with what I would give. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I would give an arm and a leg. Well, maybe not an arm and a leg, then I would have to go into the Special Olympics. I would definitely give something to go back in time and knowing what I know today.
Yeah.
Man, it would be so good to be like in my 20s and knowing exactly what's going to happen ahead of time.
For the next couple of years,
yeah. Yeah, fuck. I would have put all my money on PayPal, bought PayPal.
The stocks in Amazon and shit.
IBM, before IBM was big. Fuck. Seriously. Apple. Imagine Apple.
God you would have made enough money that
Microsoft.
You would have made enough money that my grandkids' wouldn't have to work.
That is true. That is true. So that would have been an amazing thing to do. But unfortunately, we're not Stewie Griffin. We don't have a time machine.
Exactly.
So AngelMaker, what I would give. Fuck, I have a problem with words, especially with W's. Anyhow, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Please lend me all your pain, so I can take it to the grave. It's so as I could live, like a fluid triumphantly. Carry this torch for me, like a weight from misery. I trade my soul for your mercy.
Please tell me it ends on that solo, because that's what this song needed. Man, there's a lot to unpack from this.
Fuck it. You know what though? I'll give. If
Can I? I think this. Okay. Can I go first? So.
I wanted to go first.
Okay,
Because I feel like you enjoy the song from the start to
I
finish.
know, but I was going to break down some of the elements that I think that will go unnoticed. I think this is one of the greatest duets since I don't know, since the last greatest duet that was around.
Exactly.
I don't know. No, was it what's the name of the guy? Anyways, I'm drawing a blank.
What's the name of the guy?
I don't know.
Can you? If you say the song, maybe I'll know.
No, it's the one with Mick Jagger and Dizzy. What's his name? I'm drawing a fucking blank now.
Dizzy?
No, it's like Mr. Stardust there. What's his name?
Stardust?
David Bowie. David Bowie and
Bowie.
Mick Jagger. Yeah, greatest duet since David Bowie and Mick Jagger.
Okay. I like how we got to there.
Finally, we
actually
got there. The Joker would have worked a lot better had I known those names right from the get go.
Yeah. No, so I just want to go first because of my experience. I've got to
Do
say,
not hate on that guitar solo.
No, the way it ended actually was perfect because not only did
the more symphonic elements there.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the way it ended. The way it ended, it was perfect because it didn't fall into that new, that new cliche of ending with very
Heavy breakdown.
like an onslaught of heaviness, like unneeded onslaught of heaviness. I'm happy it didn't end on that cliche. It ended on a really good thing. That solo was really good.
Oh,
Right
more
when-
than good. More than
Oh.
good. Because normally solos on deathcore songs are like, I don't know,
Limp
like,
dick at most. Sometimes, two pump chumps.
yeah.
But this was the full on meal. This was a really good fucking solo. But I liked everything even leading
Like
up
an
to the
albino
solo.
at a BLM parade. It's like,
What?
I don't know, like hard to find. I'm just saying. Have you ever seen one? My point exactly. Move on.
I've seen albinos in
general.
In general, I've seen.
general.
No, I've seen many.
No.
But not.
Okay, so my point
Fuck.
stands. My point
Your
stands.
stands.
All right, my point stands. Okay.
Damn. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah,
I've seen-
I'm just saying.
I've seen like 214os, but like.
But not one at a BLM protest. So there you go.
But yeah, look,
I think I made up for the previous one.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
But that part where it got slower, that it kind of drop off a little bit, or not towards the end, but around the middle of the song, I'd say, it kind of drops off a little bit and it becomes slower, and then it picks up with more symphonic elements, and it was
More melody in general.
But it was stuff that we had before, but just I felt like there was
not
more,
as predominant.
It was more predominant, and then it had more build off that was built off of it. And that's when I was really into the track, because this track has me kind of pregnant. Where there's some portions I really like the part that was like that beforehand in the onslaught part, and I liked that, and then I liked it when it came back as more of something to build off of. But I didn't like the way it started. Those pig squeals, you know how I feel about pig squeals.
Okay, you didn't like the way it started musically or vocally or both?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Come on, like the way
I like this track.
you like the way it started.
Yeah, I don't
like the
have
way the absolute chaos. I think it's the one. It's the same reason why I hate that Nervosa song. It's because it's so.
Oh, you mean the one where the scream at the start?
Yes.
By the way, the scream, somebody posted in the comment section that it's Schmear from Destruction that does that scream.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not even anybody in the
It
band.
doesn't matter. It turns me off from the song. I can't even finish the song. Like.
All right. Next time I see him, I'll tell him.
I don't like that dude. It's.
Okay, no, fair enough. Fair enough.
But that's the same feeling I get. It's just such a. I don't know. It's such a curdling thing, that thing, and then here it's also very off-putting, right from the get-go. It's very off-putting. Then I get to sit in it in a little bit, and I enjoy the styles of vocals that are being thrown at me. Yeah. Even though it's very
super dynamic.
I didn't like the way the guitar started off either. The very stereotypical.
Yeah, that
just
thick
schmeat.
riff.
Just schmeat. That's all it is. It's schmeat. And I don't
What
like.
the fuck is schmeat?
It's more than meat.
Oh, it's schmeat.
Meat is like the stuff. Schmeat is locker room. We all know who runs the locker room. Schmeat.
All right.
And that's what it was.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
All right, Bo Jackson.
But God damn it.
Will Chamberlain. Let's go with Will Chamberlain.
Because when you said that, it's bringing me back to something I saw today from Bruno, in the movie Bruno, Sacha Baron Cohen, where he has the baby, and he's like, I named him a very traditional African name. What did you name him? OJ.
I remember that.
Like, I don't know why. I don't know why Bo Jackson had to
Bo Jackson was a football player, so was OJ.
OJ,
so.
Exactly. But anyways, moving on. Like, just the schmeedy way of it going, I just didn't like it. It's not only is it very stereotypical sounding, like it's one of those sounds where if you play that, if in a movie we needed someone to pretend to be a deathcore band, they'd play that note, right? Like that's exactly what it is, and I don't like it. So I wasn't a big fan on how the vocals came in and how the instruments came in, but when they sat there and they simmered a little bit, I was starting to pinpoint certain things I liked. It hit me with the symphonic part just a little bit, not as much as it was after, and I really liked that part. Then it hit me with those guttural like pig vocals. I was out.
What about the clean vocals?
The clean vocals I liked, but the pig vocals I was out. And then they brought me back in when the song kind of like
that
slowed
guitar
down
solo
a
is
little
outstanding, though.
But even before the guitar solo, when it slows down and it becomes more symphonic, and the song opens up a lot more.
It opens up. It opens up.
It really.
It's not as narrow as thick and narrow. It becomes a little bit of a broader song.
The song that had me pulling away pulled me back in, and then I feel like that solo closed the doors behind me. That's just all.
That's a great way to finish the song. By the way.
Great way! And like I said, I'm really happy it didn't finish in the new cliche way of finishing deathcore tracks, which is just onslaught of heaviness.
Just meaty.
Schmeedy.
So I was not going to go into the song right away. I was going to analyze a little bit of this video because I got to say, I was looking at some of the people that they had walking around like they're souls or spirits of dead people walking around the house. And I saw somebody's Nana there, and I'm like, they went and they got their grandmother from their retirement home, and they're like, we want you to be in a video. I could only imagine the woman there. I can only imagine the woman walking around there with like mud or whatever on her face and shit, and thinking, what the fuck did I sign up for? Like, like.
Or she has Alzheimer's and she doesn't know where the fuck she is.
So I was just wondering, like how do they got some of these people
doing an amazing Stone Cold impression.
She was kept saying what? What?
Okay, we want you to sit over there.
What?
Who are you? What?
So anyways, I was thinking about that, and then I was thinking about the house too, because I figured that this video took a lot of takes. So when the house started, it was all nice, clean, and proper and whatever. By the time they were finished with shooting of the video, the whole house, because of the heaviness of everything, the whole house was just falling apart.
The house looks like it's something out of Last of Us, like out of like one of those post-apocalyptic zombie games.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, or The Walking Dead for that matter.
Yeah.
Or one of the many spin-offs that they have now of The Walking Dead.
Have you watched The Last of Us, the show?
No, I haven't.
You haven't had time?
I haven't had time to watch
That's something we got to watch together.
All right.
I played the games, right? So I know what's happening.
So I have to get that, and I have to watch the last season of Ted Lasso. Not that it has anything to do with this. So, anyways, I just wanted to throw. A good show. Yeah, I just wanted to throw in those items about the video, because I was like, man, with these people there, they must be wondering what the fuck am I doing here. Just crossed my mind. And then obviously, like I said, the house. Started off really nice, and then by the time the last take was done, the whole thing was falling apart.
Fuck, when the schmeedy part at the start happened, the doors fell off the hinges. It's like they already knew
the paint of the house walked away.
Yes.
The paint walked away.
Off.
When the song started, the house was nicely painted. It had like 4 coats of paint, Dunlop, all like nicely done. And by the time the song starts, the paint looked at each other. The one coat looked at the second coat, and they're like, "Fuck, we're just gonna fucking get out of here." And the paint just walked off. So that's what happened. Outside of joking about that, it seems like a very emotional song for the guys who wrote the song for the band. Obviously about the theme of losing somebody and wishing that they were still here. We've all experienced loss in our lives. I don't think anybody out there is immune to losing somebody that they love, that they care for. Either directly or indirectly, but we have all experienced loss. We all deal with it differently. So I like the theme of the song. I find it like it's a theme that resonates with me. They're not talking about like, some random shit, price of gas, for example. They're not talking. Not that that's random.
You know what?
I would be also down with that. By the way, I think we need a song about the price of gas, at least one that's not a country song. So because I feel like those guys talk about trucks and pickup trucks and those shits like V8s, they drink a lot of gas.
Yeah.
So I think that's the next logical step.
But whenever I think of country music, I always think of that South Park episode. You know, where they were trying to build the ladder to heaven to go get Kenny's winning card because they won the thing of candy.
No.
And then the country guy was outside, and he's like, "Where were you when they built the ladder to heaven?"
Wow, the references today. So anyhow,
did you think it was cool, or did
all
you
right.
think it was?
But did he have tegrity?
I don't know if he had integrity.
Because you need tegrity. You need a lot of tegrity. So
you haven't watched any of the new episodes of South Park?
No, I haven't watched South Park since the last season.
There's a new season.
Like since the pandemic, I haven't
season.
watched the South Park since I think it was a Christmas special that they had.
There's a bunch of new ones.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta get on that. I also haven't watched a couple of episodes of Rick and Morty. I think I haven't. Yeah, I think I missed out on 3 or 4 of those. So anyhow, getting back into this, I enjoy the song a lot more than you. I think I appreciate the song for what it is. I agree with you on one point, and that is that guitar sound, it's so traditional deathcore, like I think
but it has in my place, it has no place in new deathcore.
I think it's
so old school that it needs to stay old school.
It's like so 2012. I don't know,
it's
man.
So old school deathcore that it needs to stay old school deathcore.
Yeah, it's not it's not a riff or a sound that needs to be brought back to life.
It was the reason why it was good back then is because people only liked it because it was heavy. Now you need something that's more than just heavy to be good.
Yeah, right? I agree. I think bands have evolved so much that they've moved beyond
past
that.
Just trying to be heavy.
That sound is just so prototypical. I agree with you 100%. But the vocal dynamic between the two guys was really good, and I enjoyed the track. Great way to finish. The solo was way better than. First of all, I was not even expecting a solo on the track. So the fact that we got a solo, already kudos.
Yeah.
But the solo was outstanding solo, really good. What a nice way to finish off the song. Like, I cannot say anything bad about that. I like the way the song brightens up, becomes a little bit more hopeful, if you will, towards the end. Because I think the interesting thing, you have to look at this song from that dynamic. The song starts off with no hope whatsoever. Full on despair. You lost somebody. You're never going to see them again. They're gone. You're like in the dumps. It's pure darkness. And that's how the song starts. But as the song progresses, that sense of loss becomes... it develops into something else, and the song becomes a little bit more hopeful, and it's more about, remember the good times, not necessarily dwelling on the fact that you're not gonna have any more good times. So the song becomes brighter as it moves along. Because of that dynamic, I appreciated the track. I really like it. If the song was about staying in the dumps from beginning all the way to the end, I think it would have been a little bit unbearable. But the fact that it has some movement and closes off with that solo.
And just the whole of it opening up, I think.
The whole opening up is what ended up selling the whole song.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the solo helps opening it up too. So, all right. On that note, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to the Patrono that requested. We'll see you all at the next video.
See ya.